Well, dear friends, I welcome you to the Holy Door here in St Mary's Cathedral, Newcastle, a symbol of Christ's resurrection at this Easter time, a symbol that we truly are pilgrims of hope, because Christ's resurrection is our true hope. You're most welcome. Darkness and light, that is the story of creation, and that is the story of Easter. In the beginning, before anything else, the earth was formless and void, cloaked in darkness, and then God spoke, "Let there be light," and light burst forth, scattering the darkness, making way for life, for beauty, and for hope. But the earth was dark a second time. On Good Friday, as Jesus hung on the cross, the sun itself refused to shine. Between the 6th and 9th hour, darkness covered the land. This was not just the absence of sunlight, it was the weight of sin, the shadow of betrayal, violence and fear. The world had crucified the one who was light itself. But God was not finished. In response to that darkness, God once again said, "Let there be light." And the greatest light of all shone. It shone forth from an empty tomb, the resurrection of the Lord. Today's Gospel of Easter Sunday tells us that Mary Magdalene came to the tomb while it was still dark, and that detail matters. The world was dark, it was still lost in the shadows of grief, fear and death. But as she arrived, something changed. The stone was rolled away, the tomb was empty, the light of resurrection had dawned, and though she did not yet fully understand, the darkness had been defeated forever. We know the darkness in our own lives, the darkness of doubt, of failure, of anxiety about the future, and we see it in our world, hatred, division, war and suffering. But Easter tells us that God's response to darkness is always light. The risen Jesus walks into our locked rooms of fear and speaks the same words he spoke to his disciples, "Peace be with you." He breathes his Spirit upon us, just as God breathed life into creation. Easter is not just about Jesus' resurrection, it's about ours. But do we notice? Easter is about waking up. The resurrection is not just an event in history, it is happening now, all around us, like spring unfolding after winter. God is constantly whispering new life into our frozen hearts. But often we're too busy, too distracted, too caught up in our own worries to see it. We live as if Easter had not happened, as if the tomb was still sealed. Yet the truth is this: the stone is rolled away. Jesus is risen. And if he is risen, then everything has changed. Death does not have the last word. Sin does not have the last word. Fear does not have the last word. Love does. Light does. Life does. So what does that mean for us today? It means that wherever you are in life, no matter how deep the darkness may seem, the light of Christ can break through. It means that resurrection is not just something we wait for at the end of time, it is something we're called to live now. So dear friends, let us wake up. Let us notice the signs of resurrection around us, in acts of kindness, in moments of unexpected joy, in the courage to hope always. Christ is risen, and because of that, nothing will ever be the same again. Christ is risen. That is why we are truly, truly pilgrims of hope. Christ is risen. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia.